Hey, what's up guys? Matthew Loop here, best-selling author of Social Media Made Me Rich. Here's how it can do the same for you. And I have some good information for you if you are running campaigns online, sponsored. This will help you. This is about TikTok with over 2.6 billion users. You absolutely should be using this platform to grow your small business, doctor's office, or company that you have. But I'm gonna give you 3 real quick, dumb and costly mistakes that I've seen from working with my clients, also that our agency has seen when we take over TikTok ads from clients. So make sure you take some notes. I think you're gonna find this pretty valuable. So the first mistake that is very common is that many professionals, doctors, and entrepreneurs, they make their videos way too long and they don't have a strong hook within the first 5 seconds of the ad. Now, TikTok are video ads, right? So you have to be good at grabbing attention very quick with these ads. The ideal advertisement length is 30 seconds. Write that down, 30 seconds. Anything over people's attention spans can get a little bit, going elsewhere. But 30 seconds is the ideal length for your video ad. And in the first 5 seconds of that video, it's important to grab their attention, to call out your ideal audience, whoever they are, because you need to either create a pattern interrupt, get their attention, or just make them stop in their tracks. The cool thing about TikTok, though, as opposed to something like Facebook, is that if you're scrolling through your newsfeed on Facebook, you could whiz by 18 posts within a matter of, my goodness, a fraction of a second. On TikTok, you scroll one video by one video, so you actually have to be hooked into that video and watch it for a couple seconds. It's beautiful, and the impressions are legit. I mean, they're real, unlike Facebook, where sometimes the numbers will get a little bit lofty and you're really not getting what you pay for. So that's the first mistake, not making your videos in the appropriate length and not also having a hook at the beginning. So that's one. Number 2, the second big mistake is going all professional. A lot of people that I'm talking with, they think they need to bring in a professional video crew to make it happen. Now, you could certainly do that, but it's not necessary. Some of the best videos look off the cuff on TikTok, and they're really good at, again, grabbing attention. They look like it's from a friend or a family member that just shot a video. And that's really what you want. You want to aim for that authenticity. If you have an iPhone, an Android, that's more than enough technology to be able to shoot great videos. It's just about the message within those. Now, the third biggest mistake that I see is people spending way too much initially testing. You don't have to spend $1,000 to know if an ad is going to hit for you or if it's not on TikTok. You could spend, I would say, $100, $150, and if you know your metrics, you will understand, yeah, we're in the right direction or we're not. To give you some perspective, right, I have an agency that helps clients and we do their TikTok ads for them called Profit 365. And if you're looking for some help, we can definitely help you. But we're getting cost per leads in some cases, $2, $3, $4 per lead. On the high end, maybe 18 to 22. And that's really that's uncharacteristic. It's kind of like when Facebook started, because it was so new, so fresh, so very little competition, that the costs were great. And of course, the return on the ad spend has been tremendous. One of the things that's important for the return on ad spend, just so you understand, is that you should test different ads, styles, and formats. Some of them could be videos, some could be animated slideshows. Of course, you always want to try to find the most bang for the buck with what you're doing. However, like I said before, you only need to spend maybe $100, $150 to determine if the ad will meet your objective. So if you're going for leads, well, is your cost per lead, let's just make it really, really high. Let's say, is your cost per lead under $25 or $30? For most of you, that's going to be extremely doable if you actually have a decent ad. But then again, for the large majority, you probably can get that under $10 per lead very easily. And I'm not talking about a junk lead like on Facebook. I'm talking about where people actually have to watch your content. They have to fill in a form. They can't progress through that form until they completely fill it out. So there's a lot of advantages right now, specifically because hardly anyone's doing it. It's so fresh. And if you are looking for additional help and you want professional guidance, if you visit profit365.org and you go to the contact page, you can contact my team. We'll check and see if your area is actually available to use TikTok ads, and you'll complete the application process and we'll go from there. But in my opinion, this is where the money is at in 2002. Of course, there's still a lot of great things you can do on Instagram or Facebook and all these other channels, and you should be maximizing them to the best of your ability. However, there's just still so many business owners, so many doctors and professionals that are totally sleeping on TikTok. And maybe you're just crushing it organically, and that's amazing, and I'm happy for you. I've had videos that have garnered millions of video views organically, no ad spend at all on that channel. So have many of my clients. And it's always great when you can get that free organic reach. However, if you can use paid advertising strategically on top of it, you can multiply your growth very, very quickly and become a household name in the market that you service. So a fraction of our advertising should be more toward the direct response, where we're trying to get the name, email, and whether it's the appointment, the free report lead or whatever, to get that now. Then the other side of the advertising should be the branding and the goodwill, where if you do it correctly over days, months, and potentially years, you become like the McDonald's of the marketplace. People know you for the reason you want them to know you for. And I always say, if you don't teach the market what to think of you or your brand, they're going to think something else, and it's not going to be what you want. So if you want professional guidance, if you want TikTok advertising done for you, visit profit365.org and go to the contact page and just submit in the contact form. Can you send me an application for TikTok ads? We'll check and see if your geographic area is available. Now, if you're selling products nationally, internationally, well, I mean, obviously there's opportunity there, but there's only 210 geographic areas that are available that you can promote your content if you're a local business. So just an FYI. Leanne asks, what's the appropriate length? Missed that. The appropriate length for a video, if you're going to advertise it on this channel, is ideally 30 seconds or less. Stay there, because if you can knock it out of the park with a 30-second or less ad, it's going to be much easier. Once you get better at holding attention, you could certainly go for 45 seconds or more. However, it's unnecessary, so keep it at 30 seconds. Anyway, guys, if you have any questions about TikTok, mistakes, ads, or best practices, post them down below. I sincerely hope you are paying attention to the trends that are happening. There's a lot of individuals that are no longer on Facebook, or they're here very minimally, because when you get off this channel, you kind of feel anxious, depressed sometimes. You know what I mean? Versus other channels like TikTok, people get off feeling happy and enthusiastic and just more energetic, right? So a completely different vibe, which makes sense why people are spending more time there than they are on Facebook. It's pretty insane what's happening. So if you think your demographic might not be on TikTok, you're most likely wrong, because over the network right now, over I believe it's 34% of all users are over the ages of 30, and you can target by specific interests, which is really cool. They have their own algorithm that's similar to Facebook. Once you start to use their platform, they know your taste, their habits. So, of course, for advertisers, they're going to group our ideal clients and customers into certain communities and or by their habits, which are things that we have the opportunity to target. So I will tell you that you don't want to be sleeping on this channel. Maximize it for all it's worth. And I've just seen a lot of great success stories, private coaching clients, helping them and their teams get the ads set up for their businesses and companies, and with our done-for-you service. So any questions about best practices or mistakes, certainly post them below, and hopefully you enjoyed this tidbit of information. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Ciao.